Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Welcome to Louisburg Sports Network, the home finale for the Lady Hurricanes Sophomore Night. There's plenty of sophomores on the roster tonight, listed at 5 sophomores tonight for the Lady Hurricanes. PBR's Craig Green, courtside at the Roger G. Taylor Arena for our grand finale of the 2025 season for the Lady Hurricanes. Welcome aboard, Craig.
Thank you, Petey. It's sophomore night. The lights are bright. It is a special occasion. You can feel it in the gym tonight here in the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Family, friends, fans are all here right now. We've got fan-made signs. We've got balloons. We've got parents. We've got grandparents. We've got nieces, nephews, cousins. Me, you, your mama, and your cousin too. We are all here tonight to see the Louisburg Hurricanes take the court one more time on their home court before they finish the season on the road.
Yeah, picking up 2 big wins prior to tonight's game against Wake Tech and Fayetteville, and now this is the only team they haven't played in Region 10 play so far this season. They got 2 of the next 5 against Brunswick.
That's right. You know, tonight again they'll take on Brunswick. And then they'll hit the road for, looks like 5 consecutive ball games after that to close out the season before they travel for the Region 10 tournament. And, you know, they want to leave tonight on a good foot. Right now the Hurricanes 8-8, 7-7 on the season. You know they want to get over 500, and what a way to do it tonight against Brunswick right now, who is coming in off of a win, Petey, but has not really made too many waves in Region 10 play.
Exactly. You said it perfect right there. Not, only averaging 57.8 points per game on a season. 4-11, but we know, they know, in Region 10 play, records don't mean nothing come this time of year in Region 10.
That's very true. I mean, again, we talked about it even on the men's side of the court here. It's even more so true here in women's basketball because, again, these teams know each other very well. Some of the players will carry over from one season to the next. You even see some transfers within Region 10 as well. I mean, we saw right here Nalia White, who played for Johnson Community College, suiting up for Cape Fear. So players do move around. They know each other well. And, again, records don't mean anything. 2 wins against Richard Bland and Guilford Tech. Very, very impressive for the Dolphins. But tonight, an unknown opponent in Louisburg, an experienced team with a bunch of sophomores who are ready to go out in style.
Next game up for the Lewisburg Lady Hurricanes is Saturday. They'll play Richard Bland, who just lost to the Dolphins right here. We're going to send it to our PA announcer for tonight's sophomore introductions. Assuming our PA announcer is trying to get some mic power up there, running wires, running everything like that. But Craig, when 5 games go for the Lady Hurricanes, all of them on the road, this is the finale of the season. They've had their 1 game under 500 for home wins. They've got 4 4-5 at home, 3-2 on the road. The grand finale game of the year before you go into Region 10 play, conference play is February 28th against the Brunswick Dolphins in Bolivia.
Yep. So they'll see Brunswick one more time on their turf. They'll have to take the trip 2 or 3 hours down to the 910 to take on the Dolphins, a game that was rescheduled from January 21st. I remember we had the snowstorms and things like that going on across North Carolina, so that kind of changed things with their schedule, and that's kind of the reason why the Hurricanes are finishing with 5 consecutive road games, all conference games as well. We'll see what Brunswick has tonight, just like you said, and we'll shoot it to our PA announcer for tonight's ceremonies.
Sophomore night at Roger G. Taylor Arena. As you can see, the ladies' team is loaded with all but 4 sophomores. And, that just gives Coach Gaskins a ground to build next year. He's got four that will be sophomores next year. He's got plenty of roster spots for the incoming freshmen who will be playing right here on this court. It's been a great success for all these ladies here that's played 2 years of junior college in Region 10 basketball at Louisburg College. This is a great establishment in Louisburg, North Carolina. Now we'll rise for the national anthem and come right back with the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. There's your starters for tonight's matchup. Chelsea Rivera, Princess Kennedy, Amaya Glenn, Destiny Mitchell, and Kayla Starling. For the Louisburg Hurricanes, Carolina Correa, Jade Clowney, Zamaya Adams, LaQuisha Patterson, Amaya Griffin. The jersey colors, Brunswick in the teal color, Louisburg in a white and a red. Maya Griffin will be working right to left on the first jump ball, and it goes right to the Hurricanes. The first three is off the mark for Clowney, and Hartsfield battling down low. Correction, that was Griffin battling down low in a turnover. Brunswick with the first turnover, and Patterson misses the easy bunny layup, and it goes right in the hands of Rivera. You hear the bench chatter as Brunswick draws blood first, right out the gate. 2-0. Set up in a full court press. Carolina Correa over to Patterson. Patterson for three. Doesn't go in. And big rebound for Griffin. Out to Adams. Adams to the corner. Clowney. Splash! Just like that. And it's looking good for the Hurricanes. 3-2. Long mid-range, and it's an air ball. .8:35 left in the first quarter, 3-2. And Adams brings it up slowly. High post to Patterson, right side to Correa. Correa rips one across the court. Adams for three. Off the front of the iron, long rebound coming in the hands of Rivera. Rivera met with Correa at the top of the key. Close to 2 minutes away here in the first, and we have a whistle. And she travels, and that was Kennedy with the travel. Second turnover for Brunswick. 3-2, crossing 8-minute mark. Adams, chest passes to Clowney. Clowney with a green light, but she pulls it back out. Correa nearly loses the ball. Patterson with a green light. The Sophomore Night misses, and Clowney chases down a rebound. Out to Adams. Adams steps in, goes to Clowney in a corner. Splash! The second consecutive three for the sophomore, leads the way with 6. Brunswick brings it up as Glenn. Glenn's looking for help. Clowney forces the defense, nearly turns it over. Popping out, Kennedy. She goes around the screen by Kennedy, goes right wing. Long two is off the mark, and ball will stay right with the Dolphins. 6-2. Crossing 7:17 left. Coming to Glenn. Glenn back to the corner. Rivera steps in with a 2 and turns it over. It's a third turnover so far tonight. Correa. Stutter steps, drops a nice pass off down low for Griffin for her first bucket. It's 8-2. Kennedy in trouble, forces one up. Looking for the foul, no call, no whistle, clean play. Great defense for the Hurricanes. Adams in the corner. Great defense by Rivera. Out to Clowney. Clowney finds Correa. She puts it on the floor. Drops it off with a little push, and a lovely push from behind. Griffin couldn't connect. 8-2, 6:28 left in the first period. 2 threes for Clowney, the sophomore. Leads away with 6. Kennedy looking inside. Nothing there. Puts her back to the basket. Nearly loses the ball. Finds Starling. Rivera puts it on the floor. Shots blocked by Clowney. Correction, that was Adams. And it goes right off of the hand of Rivera. Ball, that's the 4th turnover to open in 4 minutes. Adams, guarded tightly by Glenn, goes to the paint, finds Clowney. Patterson, 0 for 3 from deep so far for the sophomore. Brunswick facing a full court press. Can they beat the press or will they get their 5th turnover? They beat the press. Glenn right in the paint, lays it up off the back of the iron, and Correa with the rebound. Correa 1-on-5, goes right in the paint, nearly turns it over. They say it's off of Brunswick. 5:35 left. Clowney will come into play off the baseline. Clowney bounce passes one in and forces it, and that's the 1st turnover for the Hurricanes so far. You're looking ahead. Glenn traveled, but rattles and a falls through for Glenn. Nice pass to Griffin, and Griffin continues to climb with 4 points so far. 10-4, 5 minutes left, coming up on the media timeout. Next dead ball finds Kennedy cutting, and Kennedy connects for 2. Clowney on the right wing, out to Adams. Adams drives, 17-footer, flushes home. Just like that, it's 12-6. And Adams picking up her first bucket and forces a 5th turnover. The Hurricanes defense, nice move to the bucket as she flashes through the paint, and Adams couldn't connect. Too hard off of the iron. Double teamed in the backcourt, nearly turns it over, but she finds Williams. Williams meet with the double team, 6th turnover. Correa will lay it up on the left side with ease, and Correa tonight, first bucket, 14-6. 4:09 left. Brunswick could be in trouble early. Kennedy for 3 off the left wing. Nets at home. This is a long 2. Patterson, look at her flushing it with a nice flip of the wrist. It's 17-8. Patterson 1 for 4 from the perimeter so far tonight. Mitchell setting a screen, whips it one over to Glenn. Glenn with 13 on the shot clock. Rivera, stunner stepping along 2, air ball. And that's our first media timeout. We're going to take it with him. You're watching Louisburg basketball on Louisburg Sports Network.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months.
Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Petey Doris here, bringing you coverage of Sophomore Night. As the sophomores are climbing up the chart for the Hurricanes so far. Adams, top of the key, leading 17-8. Left side to Clowney. Clowney going around the screen. And White wanted to take that 17-footer, but Clowney with the green light Couldn't connect. Big rebound down low and couldn't connect for Cogdale. And another opportunity, and it's a turnover. They'll say it. Clowney will come into play. Clowney fights through the pain and puts one up. 2:40 left in the first period, 17-8. It's been all Hurricanes so far. They break the full court press as Williams goes to the corner. Kennedy leads away with 6 points for Brunswick. Hands it off to Glenn. 10 on the shot clock. Kennedy, 15-footer. No, and no one goes for the air ball. .209 left here in the first period. Adams out to Clowney. Clowney straight away three. Off the front of the iron. Cogdale fighting with it. No one coming out with it but Brunswick. The teal jerseys down low were able to push it right out of Cogdale. Nearly a backcourt. Williams on the right wing. Over to Glenn. Glenn wants that three, but she drives. Forces one up. Cogdale with the rebound. Hurricanes in transition, corner, White. Bounce passes one to Cogdale. She uses a window just like you're trained back in the day. 19-8. Kennedy on the baseline, puts it on the floor. Little left-handed baby hook. Kennedy with 8 of the team's 10. We got a minute left here in the first. Clowney moves the ball top of the key. Right side to Adams. Adams leashes one. No. Cogdale volleying with it. Coming out with it. The Brunswick Dolphins. Kennedy puts it on the floor. Kiss off the window. And she picks up her 10th point in the first quarter. Teams with 12. 19-12. Clowney's nice move on the baseline, and Cogdale forcing to put it back up. Cogdale stripped from behind. Second turnover for the Hurricanes, 23 seconds left. Kennedy. We got 15 on the clock. In trouble. They get it in bounds. And leans over on the layup with Starling. 10 on the clock. Adams, stutter steps. Right side baseline. White for 2. White with 2 points. 21-12. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. The Louisburg Hurricanes lead after one, 21-12. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills.
Welcome back inside to Roger G. Taylor Arena. Start of quarter number 2. And Brunswick come out. The first shot, and Correa up and under layups missed. And a jump ball tied up down low to Maya Griffin. Ball stays right with the Hurricanes. They come out to Griffin. Griffin with the green light. 3, no. And Griffin averages 7 points per game this season for the Lady Hurricanes. Tonight she's got 4 in the first. After one, leading away was Clowney with 6, 2 threes. She's 2 for 5, and Griffin battling with Kennedy. Kennedy with the hook and did not get a call. Kennedy puts it on the floor, right side, and Brunswick multiple opportunities, and we have a whistle and a jump ball. Say it's the Hurricanes' ball. 1 minute away here in the second period. Score still stands 21-12. Correa kicks it. Adams in the corner. White finds Clowney. Clowney bounce passes one. They move the ball around. Adams, 17-footer, falls through. Adams with 4 points. 23-12. Biggest lead so far for the Hurricanes, 9. Williams in trouble, hands it off to Rivera. Rivera with the scissor dribble, and we have a foul. That's the first foul of the quarter. That one goes to White. Starling will inbound it far side. Will come into play to Glenn, and it's stolen. Clowney on the right side for 2. Clowney with 8 points. 2 here in the second quarter. Kennedy spins, goes up, looking for a foul, couldn't get the foul, and it's out of bounds off of Kennedy. 25-12, 13-point lead. Starling will come into play. Off the baseline, bounce passes, one into Williams. Williams cross-court pass. Great defense by the Canes. 16 on the shot clock. And we have a turnover. 7th turnover for Brunswick tonight. 7:54 on the clock. Adams slowly brings it up, talking to Coach Gaskins on the sideline. Chest passes one over to Correa. Correa travels, got away with it, but in the corner for 3 was who else but the freshman for her 5th point, Corey White. 28-12. $16-point lead for the Hurricanes. Checking in the game is Mitchell along with Smith. Brunswick will lob it out top of the key to Glenn. Glenn guarded tightly by Adams, and Glenn puts one up, forces one up. Patterson with the rebound. Correa rifles one to who else but Hart, and Griffin could not connect on the layup, but a nice pass. Brunswick searching for an answer here in offense. with 0 points and opening 3 minutes. Correa, 2-on-3, pulls it back out, waits for the rest of her teammates. Adams with the green light off the left wing, and that's why she has a green light. That's her fifth point of the quarter. 18-point lead, 30-12. No offense here for the Brunswick Dolphins, and we have a travel. 6:29 left. Natalie Campbell checks in. 6:26 left. Correa for correction. That was White. Campbell on a baseline rebound and finds Correa. Patterson for the left wing three. No, and a rebound down low for the Dolphins. That's Chelsea Rivera. .605 left, first half. 30-12. Brunswick searching for answer here in the opening part of the second quarter. Scoreless so far in the quarter number 2. Correa with the scissor dribble. She's guarded tightly by Glenn. Glenn nearly has the steal. White steps back long two, couldn't connect for her 9th point. Brunswick comes down in transition, 2-on-2, and misses the layup. Falls right in the hands of Rivera. Rivera goes up for 2, and that's Chelsea Rivera's first bucket. And that's the first bucket for the Brunswick Dolphins here in the quarter. It's back to a 16-point lead, 30-14. Correa top of the key, 5:10 left first half. Correa hands it off to Griffin, and Griffin picks up her first bucket of the quarter, 6th of the game, 32-14, 8 turnover. And the ball stays right with the Canes. And we got a media timeout, 32-14. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Sophomore night for the Lady Hurricanes, final game of the season. Lady Hurricanes have 5 road games coming up. After tonight, they'll be at Richard Bland on Saturday. And then Monday, they'll be at Cleveland. Then they got a week off. Then they go Bryan and Stratton, Guilford Tech, and at Brunswick on February 28th for the final game of the season before Region 10 play. Campbell, Clowney, Cogdale, White, and Patterson, the lineup for the Hurricanes, as Coach Gaskins is working in upperclassmen tonight on sophomore night with an 18-point lead. Clowney in the corner, no, and a rebound, Campbell. White goes to Patterson to the corner. 4:40 left, 11 on the shot clock. Nice lob inside to Cogdale, and Cogdale with an offensive foul. No, they says she traveled. That's a 3rd turnover so far, unofficial here for the Hurricanes in the first half. Rivera on the left wing. Steps in a deep 2. Couldn't connect, and a long rebound for Campbell. And she travels. Campbell, it's the second consecutive turnover for the Canes as Kennedy checks in. And Rivera will have a seat for the Lady Dolphins. 4:17 left. Starling will lob it into Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Cogdale, and they'll go right side for Mitchell. Mitchell airballs it. Patterson with the rebound. Patterson, sophomore, looking up the court, finds Cogdale, and Cogdale couldn't wheel it in. So Natalie Campbell will bring it inbound. She'll find White. White will step in on the baseline. Couldn't connect. Long rebound for Mitchell and a turnover. Brunswick with 9 turnovers here in the first half. 3:57 left, 32-14. Brunswick with just 2 points here in the quarter. 11-2 run, first 6 minutes of action. Patterson, a 47% free throw shooter on the season, misses the first. Say the foul is on Destiny Mitchell. Patterson eyes the basket, puts it up too hard. Rebound coming down to Williams, and Dolphins searching for more offense here in the quarter. Kennedy drives, puts up the shot over Cogdale, and Cogdale says, not in my house on sophomore night. Misses. 32-14. 3:33 left. White. Now to Clowney. Clowney putting it on the floor. Goes right side to White for 3. Just like that. And extends the lead to 21. Biggest lead tonight at the 3:19 mark. 35-14. It's a 14-2 run in the second quarter. 10 turnovers for Brunswick. Forces Coach Goin to call a timeout. We're going to take it right with him. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, and we'll stay right here. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll get you updated box scores so far tonight. For the Lady Hurricanes, led by Jade Clowney with 8, followed by Corey White with 7. Griffin with 6. Zamaya Adams with 4. Patterson with 3. And Correa with 2. For the visiting Brunswick Dolphins, led by Princess Kennedy with 10. And Glenn and Rivera both with a pair. 35-14, 3:11 left in the first half. And at halftime, we'll have stats, facts, and figures from tonight's first half, presented by Style Street Barbers of Apex. As Clowney brings it up. Fakes the drive, goes back out, airballs the 3. The whistle blew before the ball actually went out of bounds. It's 35-14, 21-point lead. Brunswick Dolphins. As Glenn gets across the timeline. No! She does not break the timeline at the 10-second. And that's the 11th turnover, unofficial so far tonight for the Lady Dolphins. Clowney. Patterson, right side to Campbell. Campbell handed off to Clowney. Clowney put it on the floor. White steps in, lobs it in to Cogdale, and finds Campbell on the baseline runner. Cogdale with the rebound and a putback and one. We'll take a look at that as she misses the free throw opportunity for the and one. Starling, baseline's cut off, but she'll put up a layup, and it's blocked. The Lady Canes bench is coming up as Cogdale looked like she might have got all ball. Adams and Correa will come into play the next dead ball. Glenn forces one down low, and Princess Kennedy could not connect, and she'll head to the line to shoot two. So we'll set the lineup for the Lady Hurricanes, and we have some substitutions coming in. Clowney will have a seat along with Cogdale and White. We have Adams, Correa, Griffin, Patterson, and Campbell. Kennedy picks up her 11th point on the free throw. 37-15. 2:11 here in the second period, and she makes both free throws. Back to a 21-point lead. Correa puts it on the floor, backs down her man, goes out. Adams for three, off the heel of the iron. Big rebound by Sterling on the baseline. Sterling hands it off to Williams. Williams forces it up to Rivera. Rivera nearly loses it, back out to Williams. Williams forces one down low to Starling, and she finds Kennedy, and Kennedy misses a layup. Gonna be a nice assist by Glenn. Correa stutter stepping, showing Williams what kind of dribbling skill she has. 19 on the shot clock. Patterson looking on the baseline, nothing there. Out to Campbell. Campbell swings it left wing. 1:17 left, 9 on the shot clock. Correa shaking and baking, drops, steps back, wraps around the rim, right in the hands of Princess Kennedy. Kennedy sprints in the front court. 2-on-2, and she gets blocked by the sophomore Carolina Correa. We'll take a look at that block. Right in the hands of Princess Kennedy. She's coming down in the front court. 2-on-2, and she gets blocked by the sophomore. It's 37-16. Correa goes in the corner to Campbell. Campbell steps back, and she travels. Not sure if Natalie Campbell was ready for the ball. With 40 seconds left, Brunswick trails by 21. Kennedy driving, shots blocked. Great defense by Amaya Griffin, but she called for the foul. .32 ticks left. Be a 2.5 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Princess Kennedy, a 54% free throw shooter, has made all three so far in the quarter. She leads away for the Dolphins with 13 tonight, as she misses that free throw. Adams lobs it down low for Griffin, and Griffin is fouled from behind. And we'll take a look at that foul. Misses as Griffin got that free throw by Adams. Adams lobs it down low for Griffin, and Griffin is fouled. Griffin, a 56% free throw shooter on the season, leaves the first on the rim. Makes the second. Dolphins get it inbound, no shot clock with 20 seconds remaining of the half. Starling ahead to Rivera. Rivera goes up, misses, and we have a whistle. (17-5) in quarter number 2. Hurricanes way. Rivera misses. Rivera on the season, 77% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Rivera makes the second. 17-8. Correction, 17-6. Here in the corner, and she is fouled with .2 on the clock. So to re-put 3 seconds back on the clock. First free throw, nothing but nylon for Zamaya Adams. Adams with 5 points. Make it 6. She makes this. She makes all 3 of them. And that's the end of the half. 41-18 halftime here at the Roger G. Taylor Arena. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back with stats, facts, and figures from the first half after a word from our sponsors.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsborough. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsborough, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsborough, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsborough. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Halftime, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. It's been all Hurricanes here on sophomore night against the Brunswick Dolphins. Petey Norris, Craig Green here. Craig, after one, we stood 21-12. And then in the second quarter, it was a whopping 20-6 advantage for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, second quarter, they just completely took over the ball game. And the Dolphins are, they're trying to sink or swim right now, so to speak. And right now they are drowning in 3-point baskets by the Louisburg Hurricanes.
It's been all Kennedy, Princess Kennedy for the Dolphins. She's got 13 of the team's 18. And Glenn with 2. And Rivera with 3.
Yeah, it's been the Princess Kennedy show for Brunswick and Joe Gahan, but they're going to need a lot more contribution from their supporting cast if they're going to turn this thing around. The Hurricanes with the biggest lead they've had at home all season long at the half, a 23-point first half lead, a 20-point masterpiece in the second quarter. Can they build off of it? Can they sustain it? We'll find out in a minute 50.
Yeah, with the Lady Hurricanes coming out sophomore night, a lot of contributing from, quite a few different ladies tonight. Coming off the bench, Adams come in with a little spark. She's bringing the ball up the court well for the Hurricanes. You can see Korea White coming in with a deep threat. Jade Clowney with 8 points. She had the 2 quick threes at the beginning of the game. Patterson ended up getting a 3 late in the half, and you know it's a well-established type of offense Coach Gaskins is running tonight on sophomore night.
Dennis Gaskins wasn't playing no games. He came in here and he started attacking from the opening whistle, from the tip-off. The Hurricanes were swarming and they were swirling around the Dolphins, muddying the waters for Brunswick and making things really, really difficult for them. And, you know, you see it in the amount of turnovers that Brunswick committed. There was so many mistakes that they made on the offensive side, so many empty possessions, and the Hurricanes cashed in and took advantage.
Brunswick led for about 7.5 seconds in the first quarter. They got the first bucket. Brunswick with 11 turnovers, unofficial, in the first half. The Hurricanes just with 4, Craig.
They did a really good job protecting the basketball. They also got out in transition a bunch. They were moving the ball around the perimeter, and they were taking some really good shots. I thought this was, in my opinion, the best half the Hurricanes have played all season long. They saved their best for last for this home crowd. What a great first half.
Category 5 Hurricane made landfall in Louisburg tonight as they lead 41-18, quarter number 3. Just about to begin.
The Dolphins are hanging onto a buoy right now. They're going to have to figure something out in this third quarter, because if they don't, this thing could get even worse.
As Brunswick will start the third quarter with the ball. They'll get it in the backcourt. Is Glenn. She hands it off to Rivera. Rivera working around the perimeter. See if the Dolphins can open up in the second quarter. There is almost 8 minutes gone before they got their first bucket. Offensive putback, and Glenn with her 4th point tonight.
And that's the way you want to start if you're the Dolphins. Get on the board first. They got to come out here and get a stop. But instead, you get a foul by Glenn here. That'll be the first team foul against Brunswick.
Coach Gaskins comes out with a small offensive line with Adams, Clowney, Patterson, Correa, along with Griffin. And they come up short on the first stab, and Glenn is stripped by Q Patterson.
Tell you what, the Hurricanes again playing swarming defense. We're seeing them chasing down blocks from behind. Just a really good display of offensive defense so far by Louisburg.
Great defense so far. Starling guarded tightly by Correa, and Correa steals it right from her for her to first turnover here.
Looked like Starling just handed her the ball, and Correa just smoothly stole the ball away.
Z Adams flashing through the paint, kiss off the window, and Griffin with the putback, and Griffin couldn't stay with it. Griffin back up, misses once again, doesn't fight for the ball. Griffin, 2 opportunities and 2 misses.
I wonder if fatigue is playing a factor here for Brunswick. They were kind of standing around watching the Hurricanes grab the offensive boards.
Adams, nice bounce pass, and it falls.
Here goes Amaya Adams building on her first half. Now she's up to 8.
2 points apiece here in the opening minute and 30. Kennedy, long 3, air balls over the rim, and felt the breeze over here on the sideline, Craig.
Yeah, it's another empty possession this time for the Dolphins, and not exactly what the plan was, but they're going to have to figure something out to wipe away this 23-point deficit they're looking at.
Put in Mitchell for Kennedy. As Adams driving, kicking it, and it's a turnover. It's the 5th turnover tonight and the first, 6th, second of the half. Glenn on that baseline goes back out to Mitchell. Mitchell misses the 17-footer, going back up. Glenn with a steal. Glenn misses.
Oh, late whistle.
Late whistle. Calling on Carolina Correa.
Looks like Corey White's coming back into the game for Correa. Correa's going to get a breather here. She's been hustling hard this first 2.5 minutes.
Cogdale at the table again. As Glenn with 6 points so far. 4 here in the third quarter. (21-43). 43-21, correction. Adams steps into paint and gets it stripped. The Hurricanes doubled up their turnovers from the first half as Glenn finds Starling. Starling back out to Williams. 20 on the shot clock. Rivera looking for some room. Goes baseline. Reverse layup. Got around Q Patterson, but she couldn't connect on the layup.
Unlucky bounce, rolled around the rim, just fell off. Rebound to the Hurricanes.
Adam lobs it in to Griffin, and Griffin is fouled. Give the foul to Williams.
Could have picked Williams or Glenn. They both were in the area there around Amaya Griffin. And they've been kind of letting them play down low tonight. Griffin's been hanging and banging. She's been getting bumped around, but she's been holding on that low block like she's been doing all season long.
Griffin makes the first. .23 lead. This is where it's been all night. Can't get over the 23-point lead, and they don't once again. Mitchell fighting and coming out with it. Ahead to Williams. Williams. Glenn back. Baseline 15-footer no, and here come the Hurricanes.
They've got numbers.
I tell you, Starling steals the bounce pass from White to Clowney.
Good awareness by Kayla Starling. Got her hand in there, stole the ball away, and then a foul on Griffin. Looks like a push from behind. You can hear Amaya come over and say she traveled.
Starling inbounds it. Clowney steals it. Clowney off the right side for her 10th point.
Tell you what, the defense tonight by the Hurricanes has been quite impressive. They are stepping in passing lanes. They're really taking advantage of the length they have, too.
46-21, 25-point lead. Nice pass, but she doesn't go up on a reverse layup. Mitchell.
Thought Starling traveled on that jump, on that pump fake.
Starling would have turned around, and she misses. Clowney in the corner with the green light.
Jay Clowney, the step back, the 3-ball in the corner, looking like James Harden out there.
Pass. Clowney in the corner with the green light. Hugh Patterson. Patterson steps in, drops it off to Cogdale, and extends the lead.
Beautiful pass.
To 30.
Beautiful pass from Q to Cogdale. And Rihanna's on the board here on Sophomore Night.
10-3 run here in the quarter. 30-point lead. Mitchell for 3. Wraps around the rim right to Patterson. Q Patterson bringing it up. And a turnover.
Starling again, sticking her hand in the passing lane.
4:55 left. Glenn shots blocked. Great defense stop by Q Patterson. Said, you can steal my ball, but I'm going to block your shot. Clowney puts it on the floor. Kiss off the window, and Cogdale with the putback.
Tell you what, the Hurricanes are just rolling right now, PD. They are playing with a ton of confidence. You can see it, you can feel it, and the crowd is also so into this game.
Glenn bounce passes one to Mitchell, and she gets an and one. We'll take a look at that.
You can see it, you can feel it, and the crowd is also so into this game.
Glenn bounce passes one to Mitchell, and she gets an and one.
Finishing at the rim, getting fouled by Cox
Take a
in the
look.
process.
Media timeout. We're going to take it with him. 53-23. 30-point advantage for the Hurricanes. You're listening to Hurricane Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Will return.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur high.
Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena in beautiful Louisburg, North Carolina. Second half so far. Jade Clowney leading away in the second half with 5 points for the Hurricanes. Rayanna Cogdell with 4. Amaya Griffin knocked down a free throw. Zamaya Adams with 2 for the Hurricanes, and they are up 53-23, 4:26 on the clock. I'm Craig, here's Speedy.
Mitchell to the line for the old-fashioned and one, and couldn't connect on the free throw. Cogdale with the big rebound, and she nearly turns it over. .423 left. Princess Kennedy back in for the Dolphins as she leads the way with 13. Clowney in the corner. No. Big rebound by Adams. Finds Cogdale. And Cogdale with her 4th point of the third quarter.
Cogdale's been cleaning up down low, and her teammates have been finding her. She's finished off 3 layups down there on second possessions.
Princess Kennedy flushes it from the right elbow.
Kennedy continuing her hot start, 15 points for Princess, 15 of the 25 for the Dolphins.
30-point lead. Fighting and coming out with it is Amaya Glenn. She goes ahead to Rivera. Rivera 1-on-3. Kiss off the window. Q Patterson with the rebound. 3:28 left here in the third quarter. Adams looking inside to Cogdale. Swings around left side. Patterson in the corner.
Another 3 ball. Q for 3. She's knocked down her 2nd of the game. And she's been shooting hot the back half of this season.
58-25. Princess Kennedy misses, gets her own rebound, goes back up off the window.
That was really, really tough bucket by Kennedy. She stayed with it, fought through a little bit of contact, and was able to finish.
29-point lead. Inside. And she couldn't get loose as Cogdale. 2:35 left. Glenn for 3.
Cogdale was surrounded by a whole school of Dolphins down there in the paint.
The Hurricanes trying to sweep the Dolphins out of the school, and here it goes. Q Patterson follows her shot, and she gets chipped in the chin by Williams. 58-27.
Looks like did they say give that one to Smith? If I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's a foul. Looks like to me in the act of shooting. Correction, side out underneath the basket. Got Natalie Campbell sighting, Petey. She is in the game now for the Louisburg Hurricanes.
Campbell played a few minutes in the first half off the bench. To the corner, White wraps around the rim and falls out. Starling with a big rebound.
Got a really nice crowd here tonight, Petey, for sophomore night.
Rivera fakes the pass and goes up off the left side to make it 58-29.
time a foul. Who are they going to give it to? Actually, no foul. They're going to say a clean block out of bounds by Brunswick and out of bounds underneath the bucket.
Brunswick will come in, and Glenn splits the defenders. Glenn, correction, that was Rivera. Rivera with 2 straight buckets. 58-31.
Yeah. Dolphins stole the inbound pass, took it down court. Transition bucket, a rare transition bucket for
Give it
Brunswick.
to Adams, and that was White for 3.
The Hurricanes are getting any shot they want tonight. Literally any shot. The perimeter defense for Brunswick has been pretty abysmal, if I must say so myself. They are not stepping out on shooters. The Hurricanes are getting literally anything they want from the perimeter.
Princess Kennedy misses a 15-footer. Nice fake pass down low to Cogdale. Cogdale for 2. And Cogdale, a big third quarter
8 points for Cogdale. I'll tell you what,
for the freshman.
I think there's some fatigue going on for Brunswick because, I'll tell you what, Cogdale set up a tent down low and nobody's even tried to enter it.
63-31. 32-point deficit for the Dolphins. They've been hit with the Category 5 hurricane. Rivera's turnaround shot is off the mark. 40 seconds left as Adams sprints in the front court. She'll hold. Go to the corner to Campbell. Campbell back out to White. White wanted to take that 3, goes left side to Correa. Correa drives, kicks it. Baseline 18-footers off the mark for Adams. Princess Kennedy with the rebound with 17 on the clock.
Could be the last possession of the third quarter. Could be.
Starling out to Williams. Williams drives, drops it off, and she wasn't ready for it as Smith. Nice pass.
Just not good execution by the Dolphins. They're just
Pick
rolling
it
it all
up.
right up.
They let him roll it right up. Correa with a long 3, no! As she saw it and she said, looking good, but that's the end of the 3. 63-31, 32-point lead for the Hurricanes on sophomore night. You're listening to
1 in
Louisburg
3
Sports
adults in
Network.
America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 63-31. Craig, this is basketball. We don't have a running clock like football.
No, sir. This has been all Hurricanes early and often tonight. Again, you said it, the Dolphins have led for pretty much about 5 to 10 seconds of this game, and that's been it. It's been all Louisburg from the get-go.
Canes with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Craig, you got some scores from around the region tonight.
All right, we will start here in Region 10 women's action. Taking a look around. Don't have an update for you yet, but there is a pink out tonight in Fayetteville as Wake Tech, the Eagles, travel to take on the Trojans in Fayetteville at the Reed Ross Classical School. Don't have a score for you yet. We'll update you on that as soon as we get that. Game also postponed, PD. We saw that game was postponed earlier. It was, I just saw it here. Pardon me, I lost it. But we'll go to the score that we do have. Sorry about that. 87-57, Cleveland at home defends home turf against Catawba Valley. That game is final. And there was a postponement in Region 10. that game. Looks like it was taken off the board there. Apologies for that. But instead, folks, what we do have for you as well is the Louisburg Hurricanes men's team is on the road. They are taking on Davidson Davie, and a live score update for you right now. The Hurricanes up 5-4 on the road against Davidson Davie and make that 6-5 as the Storm just got a dunk.
63-31.
By the way, the game that was postponed tonight was Southwest Virginia at Cape Fear. That game was postponed.
Is White. Right side to Adams. In the corner to Correa. Correa looking inside. Cross-court pass to Campbell. Campbell popping out. And great ball movement off the ball. And they couldn't get a shot up before the shot clock violation.
Took a little too long. And really, honestly, I thought it was really close to a turnover when Correa was near the baseline. I thought she may have put her heel on the baseline, but no. Ended up being a shot clock violation. Took half a second too long.
Smith travels, double dribbles, walks, does it all.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Another turnover for the Dolphins. It's just been a rough night for Joe Gahan and his side. Again, coming in here, a 3-hour drive, PD, from Bolivia with seven eligible players, missing their leading scorer, Shante Douglas,
who is ineligible because of grades, is no longer on the team for the Lady Dolphins.
That is a major absence. But you gotta suit up with what you got. Dolphins are trying to rally the troops, and they are here in Louisburg playing hard.
Starling too hard on the rebound, and Smith tries to put it back up, and she was too hard. Correa pulls it back out, rifles one across court, nearly turns it over, but able to pull it in was White. They go inside to Cogdale, back out, White, nice pass to Adams, and she couldn't finish, and she hit the floor hard.
Not sure there wasn't a foul, plenty of contact.
And Princess Kennedy goes up for the first bucket for the Dolphins. It's a 30-point lead, 7:50 left. Coach Gaska's not liking what he's seeing, so he calls a timeout. We're going to take it right with him.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Welcome back. The Hurricanes lead here in Louisburg as the men trail in Thomasville 12-6 early in the first half. Lady Hurricanes lead 63-33 with Clowney bringing it up slowly in the fourth quarter. Clowney bounce passes one down low to Griffin, and Griffin looking for the foul. An official not giving the call, letting them play.
Swallowing the whistle.
Clowney for three, and you can count it.
You know what, though? If you're going to keep on shooting like that, you don't need the referee to bail you out.
Got a 33-point lead. Starling goes circus on us. White, nice pass to Clowney. That's teamwork.
What
the
a
touch pass.
Beautiful execution. Nicely done from White to Clowney. Nice little touch pass. That's how they should do it in transition. It's been an exhibition tonight. An exhibition in execution.
Rivera, 17-footer. Too hard. Q Patterson with the rebound. Campbell over to White. To the corner for Clowney. In and out. Clowney trying to get the student section loud here. Nice pass. And it goes right through the hands of Campbell.
Get behind you.
68-33. Rivera to Starling. Brunswick Dolphins looking for some kind of offensive spark here in the fourth. Rivera couldn't connect.
Like a play off the training ground, they just ran right there, and they nearly got it. Rivera just couldn't finish at the bucket.
Patterson in the corner. Overshoots a goal. Griffin with a putback.
Unbelievable. How is that not a foul call?
Starling bounce passes into Kennedy, and she gets the window kiss.
Hey. So now you know you gotta go strong, right?
You can hear Coach Gaskins telling Amaya, go strong. Tell you what, though, I've seen her get fouled at least 3 times in the second half. At least.
Nice look. Too hard for White. Campbell with the rebound. To the corner. Clowney flushes it home. Clowney going crazy tonight. 71-35.
13 in the second half, 21 for the game. Jade Clowney. And again, the Hurricanes have, well, they did have them doubled up. Not anymore, as the layup is good on the other side for Chelsea Rivera. She's now up to 9 points on the game.
71-37. Clowney comes down the court, calls out a play. Campbell popping it to the high wing. Clowney to the corner. Clowney chest passes it to Griffin, and Griffin 17-footer, and a foul at the 4:46 mark.
And they'll call that one on Rivera. 18 feet away from the basket, and we'll come back and we'll see Amaya Griffin shooting 2 buckets.
It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it.
It's been a circus here tonight as Clowney with 13 tonight. Clowney up to 21 on the game. 13 here in the second half for the sophomore Jade Clowney. She leads the way with all scores tonight. Correction, Kennedy with 21 also. Both of the guards with 21 points in tonight's matchup.
The difference between Clowney's 21 and Princess Kennedy's 21 is that Kennedy's 21 has been needed to keep the Dolphins, alive in this contest. Jade Clowney, part of a well-oiled machine tonight. She is shooting in a heck of a rhythm, and she has found a home in that corner, knocking down 3 balls tonight.
Shortest part of the court, Craig. Got to take advantage of the shortest point of the perimeter. Griffin missing both free throws, but a rebound coming right to Q Patterson.
Griffin's 1 of 4 from the line in the second half.
Nice pass, great ball movement, and Griffin gets it back the hard way.
She went up strong and finished. And now, once again, Griffin now up in the game to 11 points, 5 in the second half. 4 in the second half, 10 on the game.
36-point lead and a long 2 for Rivera. And Clowney nearly has the turnover. Williams hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses over Griffin. Williams in the corner for a deep 2.
Nice looking shot that time by Nishaya Williams. She knocks it down, and again, right now it looks like the Dolphins are going to be taking the L back with him to Brunswick County, but they came here, played hard, had limited numbers, but they still gave everything they had.
And Rivera steals it on a telegraph pass from Adams. 73-41. Griffin should have went up. Everybody on the bench is telling her to go up. And we have a turnover.
I think she stepped on the out-of-bounds line over there. Just trying to see the referee's signal.
Griffin had everybody behind the bench telling her to go straight up, and she put it on the floor pretty hard, but didn't want to go up.
Sometimes, being a little unselfish can pay off, and sometimes you got to take it yourself. That time, Amaya was looking to make the pass and get her teammates involved, and maybe, just like you said, maybe should have taken that one herself.
Smith in trouble. Tries to bounce pass, it goes out to Mitchell. Nice pass, but Clowney with the steal.
Good idea, bad execution.
Griffin got the lead, too far under the bucket. Maya Griffin could not connect. And Brunswick out of control. Ahead to Griffin. Griffin will lay it up with enough English to make it 75-41.
And 11 on the game for Griffin. This lead continues to grow for Louisburg as, again, this has been their night, and here comes Q.
Q Patterson misses. White hands it off, and Q Patterson misses the easy layup. Just imagine if Deja Hartsfield was in there. Craig, as she's out sick. 75-41.
Hurricanes, again, with limited numbers tonight, but you couldn't tell by the way they're playing. Destiny Mitchell knocks down a two-pointer, and she's up to 4 points on the game.
75-43 with under 2 minutes to go. White all alone for three. No. And
almost popped Q Patterson's balloon over there.
1:47 left, 75-43. Coach Gaskins called off the Dogs tonight as the Category 5 Hurricane has landed in Louisburg and destroyed all the Dolphins. Clowney had a great look. And we got a jump ball. Brunswick with the ball. Coach Gaskin calls off the Dogs, drops back to a 2-3 zone. Smith. And Clowney nearly had a steal. Rivera feeds Smith and is stabbed out by Griffin. Clowney all alone lays it up for point 22 and 23.
How many times tonight have you called a turnover and said a Hurricane player was running all alone underneath the basket? The transition defense for the Dolphins has been non-existent.
White turns it over. Smith mauled by Griffin.
That, I would say, referee Acevedo, not sure there. I think I saw more contact on Griffin making a layup than out there on the open floor.
55 ticks left. 4 fouls on Amaya Griffin as Rivera. Go to Mitchell. Mitchell. Starling for three. Too hard. The Dolphins with the rebound. And I tell you, Destiny Mitchell with her second straight bucket. 77. $77-45.
From wire to wire, this has been complete and utter domination. And again, the Hurricanes up by 32 here. It has been just a tremendous display tonight. And dare I say, it feels like maybe even the Hurricanes have left a couple of buckets out there, even up by 32 at this point. But you can't really knock anything they've done this evening. They have executed at a high level, and that is the reason why they are winning by such a wide margin tonight, PD. And no better way to go out than like this on sophomore night.
77-45. Clowney for three. Couldn't connect. And Dolphins, will they get a shot off? Mitchell to Smith. Smith lays it up. And that's the end. Carolina Correa couldn't connect. The final score, 79-45. And we'll return, summing up the game tonight.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes,
Welcome back. Final score from the Roger G. Taylor Arena, 77 for the Louisburg Hurricanes and 47 for the Brunswick Dolphins. Petey Norris, Craig Green here. Best seat in Louisburg tonight, and I feel like this is the only place that's safe from a hurricane right here inside of Roger G. Taylor Arena with a 30-point victory over the Dolphins.
Goodness gracious, what a ball game tonight for the Hurricanes. They executed at a high clip all game long, knocked down perimeter shot after perimeter shot. Dolphins weren't really interested in guarding them away from, under the basket. They tried to take away anything inside, but they gave up everything and everything outside, and the Hurricanes were up to the challenge. They knocked down jumper after jumper in this game. They also did a really good job defensively, stepping in passing lanes, forcing turnovers, and then also finishing in transition as well. How many times I can't count how many times we saw players running free under the basket all alone, making layups. It was just a tremendous game tonight. The Hurricanes did everything they needed to do and then some. Again, despite only having 8 of their players tonight, missing Deasia Hartsfield, missing Ada Anorve-Basoria, missing Mackenzie Shabala, who's been out, with the lower body injury, and unfortunately having to miss sophomore night. But it's, Dennis Gaskins, and he's rallied the troops here, and Courtney Brewer as well. They've rallied the troops and put together, you said it earlier, a skeleton crew, and they got it done here. They did exactly what they needed to do, and now, they hit the road for 5 straight before they get all set for Region 10.
Yeah, and it's going to take a team effort, to end the 5 games. Only team in Region 10 play that will finish the season on the road, Craig, and that takes a lot from you need contributing from everybody when you go on the road. You just can't it's not just a one-person band.
That's right, and this kind of basketball can travel. What we're seeing tonight is we didn't see anything just ridiculously fancy out here. We saw them play solid defense. They rebounded the ball well. They distributed the passes like they needed to. They knocked down perimeter shots. That kind of basketball can travel. You can do that on away courts. You can do that on neutral courts. You certainly did it here tonight in the Roger G. So I think that's something that they can build on tonight. I mean, what a win and what a finish to the home slate for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it was sophomore night, nice crowd here with the boys being away over to Thomasville against Davis and Davie. That game, haven't had a score update yet in that game. That's still in the first half. And it looks like
36-18 to Davidson Davie. They have doubled up the Hurricanes right now. It's 6 minutes left in the first half.
All right, and you got some final box scores, Craig?
All right, we'll take a look here at at the Dolphins first. They were led by Princess Kennedy, 21 points for Kennedy. She had 13 of those in the first half. She was followed by Chelsea Rivera, who scored 8 of her 11 points in the second half. Destiny Mitchell chipped in with 6. Amaya Glenn with 5, 2 points apiece for Janice Smith and Nashia Williams. And then for the Hurricanes on their side, we'll kind of work our way up and go into our player of the game. So we'll look here at the bottom of the box score first for the Hurricanes. Carolina Correa, I've got her down for 2 points unofficially. 6 points for Q Patterson, 8 points apiece for Zamaya Adams and Rihanna Cogdale, 10 points for Corey White. And, of course, PDR player of the game tonight, Jade Clowney, 23 big points, 15 of those in the second half. She was excellent tonight, inside, outside. Jade did it all this evening, and what a fantastic ball game by all involved.
Yeah, sophomore stepped up tonight. Jade Clowney, a sophomore for the Lady Hurricanes. Clowney on the season, she's been quiet. She's had her sparks. She's averaging 14 points per game. Tonight's big contributing. She went over her average in the second half. In the first half, she started the game off with 2 quick threes and went cold, had a layup, and that was all the action in the first half. In the second half, I talked to her at halftime. I said, hey, I want at least 15 from you in the second half. Hey, what did she give me?
Hey, if there was an over-under, you would have got a push. So she hit 15 right on the nose. And, again, she executed so well tonight. Really, really happy for Jade coming out here her last game at the Roger G. Taylor Arena, and what a way to finish it off. Again, shout out to all the sophomores, Carolina Correa, Jade Clowney, Q Patterson. A great game tonight as well. Yeah, Jade is walking past our scorers table again. 15 points in the second half for Jade Clowney, our player of the game. And, again, shout out to all of our sophomores, Jade, Carolina, Deasia Hartsfield, Jakaya Scott, Amaya Griffin, Randa Cogdale, Mackenzie Shabala.
All right, next game for the Lady Hurricanes are away Saturday against Richard Bland, and Monday they're at Cleveland. On behalf of High Level Media and the Louisburg Sports Network, we would like to thank you, the players, the coaches, and all the spectators tonight for making this game a memorable game. Tonight's final score, the Louisburg Hurricanes 77, the Brunswick Dolphins 47. As we always remember, pace, patience, confidence, trust, good things takes time. Good night and God bless from Louisburg.